hurricane, a tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. Yeah, you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized, push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy for the light. It's got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Get you out of my head again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. I know you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized, push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy for the light. It's got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. And get you out of my head, get you out of my head.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our local establishment's AEW World End post show. I am one of your co-hosts, Andre C. Joining me tonight is oh my God, she's back. It's Kimmy Sokol.
Oh my God, I felt like I was just here, but not just here, but here. Yeah, we had a pay-per-view, and I wasn't on a scrum, so I decided to hop on a post show.
There you go. Hey, yeah, I was like, I mean, I wonder if Kimmy's going to this show. Then tonight she says, I can do the post show. I'm like, I guess you're not going to the show.
Listen, I only travel when it's paid for me.
Oh, that makes sense. that makes sense. Get paid to travel. That sounds like a great way to do it.
However, I will say United, because I have the United credit card, they gave me 60,000 miles, so I have over 120,000 frequent flyer miles, and it was the best thing I woke up to on Christmas. I was like,
Ooh.
I could like go somewhere for free. Where am I gonna fly to with all these miles?
Dude, you can go anywhere you want. Go to Japan.
I heard there's some really big shows in Japan next week.
Yeah, I'm looking, dude. They start actually in the like 2.5 hours. The first one is is Dream Queendom's in 2.5 hours.
Oh damn!
Yeah, that's the first one of the whole 2 weeks of wrestling or a week and a half of wrestling over there.
See, this is the thing, because I want to stay up for Wrestle Dynasty to see my girl represent Ring of Honor in that cup match, but I don't know if I could wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, because I've tried twice to watch Wrestle Kingdom, and it doesn't work.
Dynasty is an early start time. It starts at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, this might work out for me. Let's hope it's in this matches first. I'll go to sleep right after.
So for those of us in North America, both shows start on January 4th.
Oh, that sounds...
Technically.
Ouch.
Well, the one show's at like 1 a.m. Wrestle Kingdom will be at 1 a.m. on their January 4th, and then it starts at our Eastern Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern, which is like mid-afternoon over there. I think it's like 3 in the afternoon, or 2 or 3 3 or 4 in the afternoon, something like that. Yeah.
Oh my god. That I did not realize that. Jesus. Happy wrestling, everybody. That's Ian Riccaboni's catchphrase. Nothing in Japan.
And we're gonna kick you off with all this wrestling because we're here to talk some AEW. So, which had a lot of ties to New Japan here. Had a lot of ex-New Japanners on this card. So, yeah, they're gonna get it, and we will have Lauren Collins joining us here very, very soon. She's just running a little bit behind on the pay-per-view, so she will be joining us. We have the pre-show to talk about anyway, so we can talk about that first. Just
Well, I mean, we had a debut.
we did. We had the 0-hour debut. I guess 2 0-hour debuts here with Toni Storm and Layla Gray, both making their debuts here on the 0-hour.
I said that on another podcast earlier. I was like, guys, don't let it like fool you. This is actually Layla Gray's pay-per-view debut. Like, forget the Toni Storm gimmick. And they're like, yeah, but Toni Storm. I'm like, but Layla freaking Gray, who, let me tell you, since going to the New Japan LA dojo, literally improved so much. She held her own with Toni. This was a really good showing by her. And I mean, you know, she wrestled Thunder on Rampage. She's getting a lot of more singles matches. So I'm wondering if they're going to kind of like capitalize on that in 2025. And, you know, the rookie of the year, also the women's wrestler of the year, Toni Storm, won. She got her big pay-per-view debut win. There is a challenge set out that was accepted, and it is going to be Toni Storm versus Deonna Purrazzo on the first Collision of 2025.
For first time ever.
For the first time ever. Do not get it twisted. Revolution 2024 never happened.
I don't know what that is. I don't remember that one.
Well, the match was really bad, so I'm hoping they turn it around for Collision.
I'm pretty sure I did a post show for that show on here. So
I was there.
Oh, there you go. Even better. Even better. So yeah, we get this one. I thought really good. And there's like when Layla put on that Dragon Sleeper, it looked so good. Like she held it on there. But in the end, our rookie / woman of the year, Toni Storm, catches an inside cradle to winning, and just these two I thought did a really, really, really good job together.
I agree. I think that there is more to be seen of Layla Gray in 2025. And I honestly think Toni's one of those wrestlers that she can't really put on a bad match with anybody. Like, I don't really blame her for the Deonna match at Revolution. But Toni, she clicks with everybody she's in the ring with. Like, she could be in there with, like, an indie wrestler that's been wrestling for 3 months, and she can make it look good.
Yeah, again, she's one of those. And I really do hope they build Layla Gray next year, because AEW, like, I'm not saying they have a bad women's roster, but it is lacking depth. And I think building up a new, a newer, especially a brand new person, not brand new, but you know what I mean, newer to a lot of us, to really get her up and into a title picture, I think would be really good this year. And not just like, hey, throw on a title match on TV next week. No. Build her up. Let's make her a credible challenger.
Like, you see what they're doing with Anna Jay? Just do the same thing you're doing with Anna Jay to Layla Gray. The exact same thing.
Jay to Gray.
I also expect Anna Jay to have a very big 2025. I think she holds gold. That was my bold prediction for 2025. Anna Jay will hold her first championship in 2025.
I hope so. I really like her. Her run when she went over to Stardom for the 5-star Grand Prix, I thought she, like, just from her first match to her last match in the Grand Prix, she evolved so much because she was working with these girls in the off days. Just stepped up her game by a large margin.
Mike, we cannot do women's tag titles. It would be makeshift teams. It wouldn't go well. I could go on a 20-minute rant as to why AEW should not have women's tag titles. Do you see how WWE uses their women's tag titles? See how it never worked out for anybody?
Dude, I agree with you, because, like, I'm sorry, AEW already has way too many titles as it is. We don't need to muddy the water with even more belts. Let's get rid of a couple, and then we can think about it, but never actually execute women's tag titles.
Get rid of the Continental Championship.
This tournament should be for a shot at the world title.
I agree. This title's never defended anyway.
And again, this could have won. Okada could have won this, and it led him to facing John Moxley at the Australia show, Grand Slam, or Will Ospreay to go be that guy, or anybody, or Kyle Fletcher to get a shot. Any of them, like, it could have had a whole different run if there was not an actual title involved in this. Yeah.
Tony's gonna Tony. So the next match on our 0 hour was also Tony Khan gonna Tony Khan.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett versus the Doom of AEW, QT Marshall. Wow, he just sucks, doesn't he? No, I know QT Marshall. Like, it's like QT Marshall, the personality. QT Marshall, the wrestler. I very much think he is a very good wrestler, but QT Marshall, the personality, sucks. And she arrives.
Yay!
Hello, how are you?
Oh, alive. How are you guys doing?
Wonderful.
I mean, we're talking about QT Marshall, so how good could I really be doing?
Understood.
Yeah, it's the Doom. My literally first note of a couple notes I took in this match is QT ever the douche. But again,
Fair.
I think he's a great professional wrestler. Just his character makes you hate him, and he does a great job at it.
Yes. He seems like a pretty good dude as well, like off screen, but I don't know, like I don't know, but like you don't hear a bunch of bullshit about him. So hopefully, one feeds into the other.
We might have a scoop. Is he as bad behind the scenes? Oh, well, we don't. Scoop McGee isn't here. See. Never mind.
Yeah, Scoop McGee isn't here. So I've met him once. He was nice when I met him.
That's that's a scoop. Fuck it.
That's a scoop.
You're the new Scoops McGee.
I'm the new. I was never Scoops McGee.
You're new.
Well, no, I'm saying McGee. Somewhere out there was Scoops McGee, but I heard Scoops McGee was not into it anymore. So someone needs to be the new Scoops McGee. I don't see why it couldn't be you.
So there's different types of Scoops. There's a Scoops McGee number 1. Then there's a Scoops McGee number 2. There's a semi-retired.
Oh, I heard about Scoops McGee number 2. You're right. There is a second one of those. That's right.
There's also there's half of a third. Number 3 is semi-retired, but when I need information, I get it. It's very confusing.
Nice.
Nice. Scoops McGee left to take care of an orphanage in southern Mexico. You know what? That's a good send off for Scoops McGee.
God damn.
So back to the match. When this match got announced, I did not confirm I'm Scoops McGee. I just said that's a good send off for Scoops McGee, whoever it is.
Why would you be Scoops McGee? We're a very tiny group.
Yeah. Why would I want to be a McGee? Like, what? It's so weird. When
Scoops, I announced you mean Scoops Lorenzo, I don't know. Just something random.
The one time I had tweeted about Scoops McGee, it was a scoop that I had. It was something I had did like kind of report but not report, and I was like, "It's not me, and I was like, "Oh, I thought you meant Hoops McGee, like basketball." That's what I thought you meant. Didn't realize you meant Scoops. Thought you meant Hoops. But when they announced Jeff and QT, I was like, "Why? This is so stupid. This is just Phil." But then Jeff Jarrett's going to make an announcement Wednesday about the future of his career.
Oh my God! He's going to make an announcement that he's not going anywhere. The guy's never gonna. I have personal feelings about Jeff Jarrett for when he was a dick in Alberta. So I have
a dick in the ring, or like actually treated local merchants shitty.
Oh, he was a dick to multiple of wrestlers I respect in this province, but this was also a very different Jeff Jarrett at that time. This is a guy who was dealing with a lot of demons. So
I'm sorry. All right. So
I was gonna say I've never had a problem with Jeff.
Maybe this needs to be a different kind of show.
We should come up with a show where we just talk shit about people.
That's literally every other wrestling podcast in the world.
No,
is
you gotta
true.
put it behind a paywall. That's how you make money.
Oh, it's so true. That's so true. So true.
So
Yeah. But in the end, Jeff wins with the stroke because he has the stroke and he does what he wants.
oh my god.
This
That's
match was also a little too long for my liking.
Mhm. Again, this would be a theme tonight of matches kind of going too long for what they were supposed to be.
See, Lauren,
Ah,
you're Scoops McGee now.
No.
Mike referencing what I'm talking about.
last night before heading to Rome.
Oh,
Mm,
yikes.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's big yikes.
Oh, he was having problems at the time, but it doesn't mean you treat people with disrespect, in my personal opinion.
And I am glad he went and got himself some help.
Me too. Because again, from everything I've heard, this man is a much different person than what he is now. And I have all the respect for a person getting clean. I just, there's still feelings there.
Well, of course. Well, of course. That's your hometown. That's the one thing about a 12-step program is you have to ask for forgiveness from everybody you hurt, but also you have to be willing to accept that they might never forgive you.
That's
Yes.
true.
And you don't have to forgive him. You're not God. You're human. We're fallible. Hold that
It's true.
grudge, babe. Hold that grudge.
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett announcing his John Cena tour for 2025. He's going to retire at the
God.
end.
That's what I was thinking of what it was going to be. He's gonna pull what Sting did.
Well, again, we have already this year, already in 2025, we're going to have 2 retirement tours. We have Hiroshi Tanahashi in Japan. We have John Cena in WWE. We might as well just get Jeff Jarrett in AEW, and we'll see who else can do a retirement tour in TNA, and we'll just go for the round of it.
Joe Hendry?
No, he should never retire. Joe Hendry is great.
You just need something to believe in.
Yeah, I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believed in him when he was trying to go for the TNA World Title and didn't fail 2 other times. But Anthem gonna Anthem.
They don't make good choices, do they?
They never did. They never will. This
So
8-man tag also was not good decision making.
It was there. It was a match. I honestly don't even know the finish for this because I was eating supper. I was eating dinner during this match.
I forgot what I was doing.
All I know is the bad guys won. That's all I know.
And then Private Party came out and had a face-off with Leo Rush and Action Andretti because that is also announced for the first Collision is their tag team match because they won their tag team #1 contenders from Top Flight.
Mm-hmm. And no, I was not eating poutine. I was eating seafood chowder.
Ooh.
Papa Smoke's in the chat. Hello.
Hey, Papa Smokes, what you doing?
A little sultry voice in all of professional wrestling. What? A baby Bowser. Leo Rush and Action Andretti. I like those jackets, honestly. I like those.
They definitely make a statement, those jackets.
They really do. So let's get into the. Oh!
Hi!
There we go.
I like how it took Lauren so long.
It's like I'm trying to do social media shit at the same time because no one's been posting your stuff on Blue Sky. Y'all are.
I don't post anywhere on social media because I'm just bad at doing social media in general. I'm just bad at it.
I'm watching the scrum on mute.
Oh, okay.
You have the subtitles going, so it's telling you what's happening.
Oh, you know what? That's pretty smart. Now I do. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
no, it says they're unavailable.
Oh,
It won't auto cap? Lame.
No.
No.
It's Edge and FTR. Those are the only people that have come out. They're all wearing matching rated FTR shirts that you could probably get on Shop AEW. There is a 25% off sale if anyone wants to get on that.
Let me see if it's already up. You keep going. Hold up.
All right, let's talk about the start of good wrestling because we kicked the main card off with Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher in the Continental Classic semifinal. Goddamn, was this a good match?
We got blood,
dude, a lot of blood. Like, I think he bled more than everybody else on this show combined.
I feel like it wasn't supposed to be that much blood. I don't know what happened.
He cut deep. That's all I know.
Yeah,
He cut
something fell
deep.
off.
He caught a
However,
gusher because that was gross.
this was one of the matches of the night. These two absolutely killed it. Best way to start off the show with these two. I think this, out of all 3 Continental Classic matches we saw tonight, this was the best one out of 3. I was upset. I picked Kyle to win. I was very
too.
upset he didn't get the job done. But especially since Will lost anyway, so I was like, "Oh, hello, what the hell?" But yeah, good opener. Crowd was really enjoying this one. Oh wow, everyone wanted Kyle to win. Hell yeah, justice for Kyle Fletcher.
I kind of wanted Kyle to win.
Yes, everybody here wanted Kyle to win, and I am a giant Will Ospreay homer, but I am a fan of this faction as a whole, and Kyle Fletcher was once part of that faction. I will always be a fan of that man. He is so good, and he is getting so much better every time you see him. Is like a year, 2 years ago, that man couldn't cut a promo to save his goddamn life. Now he's getting so much better. He's not great yet, but he is getting so much better.
The good part about it is that, you know, when he does I thought what they were going to build to, because Ospreay's taken some losses and he's been such a Superman for so long that now that he's taken some losses, I was like, okay, this is the next stage of Ospreay. He's going to lose tonight and he's going to build himself back. No, that's not happening.
Yeah.
But it was such a good match. Holy shit. But it was such a good match.
It was everything I wanted from these two and more. The spot where Ospreay's bleeding and Fletcher's punching him in the head and then he licks his fist. I was like, oh, that's disgusting.
Nasty.
But I was
nasty,
like, that is
bruv.
It's
nasty shit.
I'm not a big fan of blood in professional wrestling, but that spot worked to help build the story of this match. Just crazy. These two. The spot where
the
Ospreay
headbutts too, when they were going back and forth with the headbutts.
That was so good. Good optics. The optics for this match were killer.
And you see the blood just. It looks like Kyle Fletcher's just pouring blood by the end of the headbutts because he's got all of Ospreay's blood in his word. It's just trickling down his face. I'm like, oh, gross.
But see, it's who's in the death match that makes the death match good. It's who's doing the work, who's selling what's under the crimson mask that makes the crimson mask mean something. So like
that is very
the fact that, you know, we're seeing some of your faves get, you know, the AEW face treatment is not a bad thing for your appreciation of the next evolution of that, which is death matches.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna make you a deathmatch fan one of these days.
But yeah, in the
You'll
end,
be
like
like,
we
where are
said,
the tats?
Like we said, Kyle Fletcher is beaten with the Styles Clash, and that whole sequence, the Rana into the roll through, like getting out of the brainbuster into the Rana into the roll through, standing up into the Clash. Great sequence to get into that. I thought they did a great job there.
Perfect opener. Really set the tone for the whole show.
Yeah. Anything else? All right, move on. For the other Continental Classic semifinal match, it is Okada versus Trevor. Oh, sorry, Ricochet.
Nope. This one was one that went too long. This is the first of many. I don't know what happened. It didn't it clicked. It took a while for it to click. And I don't know why. I don't know, because crazy. Everyone like went out and then went in.
Boop, boop.
And we all switched places. I was like, what the hell is happening? Anyway, yeah, I don't know what it was. I was just like, man, why does this have to be a 15-minute match? You guys are wrestling later. Don't you all want to like preserve your energy?
Like, you're in the semifinal. I'm sorry, you don't need to go when you know you have a finals match coming up. You don't need to go out and try to have match of the night in your first match. And I say that to Will and Kyle too. That match was over 16 minutes. That match could have been 12 minutes, and it would have been fine. Okada and Ricochet was 13 minutes. It could have been 10, and it would have been fine. So, but it was good. There's nothing bad about this match. But and I hate the Spirit Gun. I freaking hate that move.
Fair. Fair.
There was a lot of people who were saying that tonight.
I'm just ready for him and Swerve to beat the tires off of each other.
That was wonderful.
Just start that going. Just come on. Just come on. Yes. Please give me that. Give me 40 minutes of that. Give me an hour of that. Give me an Iron Man match from two men who shouldn't be doing an Iron Man match.
Swerve
could do it. Swerve could. See, that's the thing is like, I think with just like if he switched from like weight to conditioning, like for just 2 weeks or something, he could probably do it. He's in such good shape. Ugh.
Yes, this is very true. I thought the promo, although it was funny because I think it made sense given like what the backstage segments have been over the last couple of weeks, it could have waited till Dynamite. Mm-hmm. Kind of awkward to have that on a pay-per-view.
Yes, in fact.
But
I guess you had to have Swerve on the pay-per-view. I guess that was really important.
To do the toilet paper spot. That's what this whole thing was to do the toilet paper spot. And it's still like, come on. Could have just done this to him on Wednesday. Like, just...
Well, maybe they were concerned that it was going to buffer on Wednesday with Max. Because I'm pretty sure that's going to be their first concern. So they didn't want it to buffer during that segment. And they knew on Triller they had a good chance of it not buffering as bad.
I don't think I had a single buffering problem tonight.
I did the 0 hour.
I had a bunch during the main show.
Oh, I guess I have good internet.
Lucky. Well, I was having a bunch of shit. I mean, a lot of shit was going wrong anyway. And, I have a VPN on for it because I'm on AEW Plus, but I live in the US.
There you go. Smart. What are you
not
watching
really,
from Malaysia?
Not really, to be fair.
You watching from Are you in Malaysia when you're watching?
No, I'm in London, doofus.
Oh, I have friends who use Malaysia because everything's way cheaper. If you go through if you have your VPN in Malaysia, it's way cheap. Like everything's cheaper.
We pay if we pay in the American dollar, we're still paying less than exchange rated GBP for us, British pounds. Now, for you guys, it would make sense to go through someone like to go through like Malaysia because you're going to be paying in Canadian dollars, which are worth toilet paper. Which brings us back to the ending of that match. Something that could have been left to Dynamite.
So Okada wins, and Ricochet just looks dumb in the end of it all.
And I hate that for him. I hate it. Mm-hmm. He's so good.
Yeah. So then we move on. We get Mariah May defending her AEW Women's World Championship against Thunder Rosa in a Tijuana street fight.
Oh my God. Thunder Rosa looked so fucking sick. It went well. Like, I was surprised. The two styles meshed nicely. I was sports entertained.
See, this is hard because I have a real life beef with Thunder Rosa, so I have to be careful with what I say. Oh. I thought they both tried really hard. There were some things I enjoyed. There were some things I did not enjoy. The ending of the match, Mariah missed the sand spot. It did not hit Mel. It hit the ref, which was hilarious. Because I'm like, the ref has to sell it. The ref has to act blind that you can't count. I thought Aubrey should have done that. That's notes for next time, Aubrey. The table spot was also a little bit, from the angle it looked rough. I was like, oh my God, this is not ouch. But
yeah,
I think using her dad, because that was something they used in the promos, was really cool. I thought, the cane spots were really funny too. The pinata with the thumbtacks I thought was really clever, because I was like, this is the only place where they could get away with that. But yeah, this
Because
was
it's a
okay.
pinata. That was the joke.
I didn't get that till now.
That was the joke, because it's a pinata.
Oh, with all the thumbtacks in it. Okay, that makes way more sense.
Oh.
Oh,
You should
okay.
tweet that. I think you get a lot of engagement if you tweeted that.
The pinata. I'm sure it's done.
The pin.
I'm
with
sure
the
someone
exclamation pointer
on
at the pin part of pinata.
pinata. Oh no, people far more clever than me use social media far faster than I can. So
Yeah, I thought it was a fine match. Like I didn't see it. It never hit that next gear for me, like we saw with Tony Storm, like we saw we saw with Mina Shirakawa. Because again, there was story built into both those matches, as you said, and I feel like that's been the problem with. And I love Mariah May. I have a Mariah May T-shirt sitting in my closet right now. Just she hasn't had stories built into her title reign so far. Everything's been just a one-offs, and like this thing, what came up like a week ago to book this, so I'm just like. It was a good match, though. I enjoyed it. Thunder Rose is good. It's just, that kind of miss of the. Like, I laughed. I'm like, how do you miss the dust? It's not that hard.
Mariah tried.
She did. She did. She threw once, and then she tried to. She had more in her hand. She tried to throw again, but it got a bit away from Thunder Rosa, so she could sell it. But like the first full throw was rough. That pile driver, though, off the apron to the table looked vicious as hell, and I enjoyed that.
looked amazing.
Yeah.
I love how these girls use a table. Oh, it doesn't get done enough with the women.
Mike with really old references.
WC Dub impression.
No, Oklahoma, the JR ripoff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Oh, that would be sick.
No, I'm good. No, thanks.
We should have a show and tell show. Everybody brings their like 3 best pieces of merch or stuff that's been signed or, something they've gotten off Etsy or something they've made themselves like art. We should do that. That would be amazing.
Could be a fun show. Can I bring a picture of somebody that ancillarily like has a very small connection to professional wrestling of meeting that person? Can I bring a picture of that? Because it's a good one. Man. Yeah. I got to meet Jack Black backstage at a festival.
Nacho Libre, bitch. Let's go.
I was there.
I think that counts. Yes.
I was there with wrestling,
yes,
but it started raining. It started raining, and we couldn't get him in the ring. He wanted to come wrestle in the ring, but it was raining, and we couldn't let him wrestle because it was unsafe because it was raining. I was so mad about it.
You saved his life.
Yeah, it's true. No, I did not.
I mean, yes, possibly. Yes, very possibly.
What if he would have gotten hurt? Then that would have been on you for letting him go in the ring, but you took the next step.
We had shut down, and 2 random kids just jumped in the ring. We had like pieces of things weighing down tarps covering the ring, but they were like for like a post to sit on. So they're like a square piece of metal with like a little thing sticking out. And they did a suplex, and the kid missed it by about that much, and then they bailed out of the ring. But he almost impaled himself in our ring. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
Kids
yeah.
are
No, I'll say teenagers. Sorry, teenagers.
Still kids. Still kids. We're old enough that they're still kids.
So we move on. AEW Dynamite Diamond Ring Finals. Adam Cole with Matt Taven and Mike Bennett versus MJF.
Adam Cole tried really hard. Okay, he tried really, really hard, and that is all that counts, is that Adam Cole tried. Because I had too many people in my phone telling me that Adam Cole is horrible and he shouldn't be in this match. So I'm here to let everybody know he tried. And sometimes that's all that counts. In regard to this match, Max tried way too hard to get crowd heat. I cannot see what that says. Yes, you tried. Exactly. You tried. Max tried way too hard to get so much heat from the fans, and I don't know if it was because they saw that the crowd wasn't digging this feud or anything, but man was like F-bomb galore. The FCC is probably very angry at Maxwell Jacob Friedman. I don't blame them. But yeah, Adam Cole wasn't yellow. That's all we need to celebrate. He wasn't yellow.
MJF was orange.
I was very impressed.
As usual, though.
Oh,
That's
MJF's always like Technicolor orange.
Like he looks like Lauren's hair in the picture on the right there. That's the kind of color orange that MJF looked. Yeah, that's the kind of orange.
That's the color. Yeah, the non-gray color.
Bronzer was on the ring. Did you see like the parts of the mat where his fake tan was? I was like crying. I was like, "What the hell are you doing, man?"
So good. So good. At this point, it really needs to be like a continuing meme about like just poor spray tan application. Like make it worse and worse every time. What was it? Did Cole miss his entire back once? Who was it that missed their entire back? It was recently.
It might have been Max.
You know, that's a Max kind of thing. And it'd be meta if he tried. So it would be an absolute poke.
What I don't understand is why don't people just go use a tanning bed? Like, come on.
Because you don't use tanning beds anymore.
Oh, I didn't
Why
know
would you do that?
I've never used one.
Holy shit, dude.
I don't know.
I'm going to, after the show, I'm going to talk to you about the absolute importance of sunscreen and the difference between a UVA ray, a UVB ray, and the 3 types of skin cancer that are most prevalent in your country.
Okay.
That's why people use spray tan. I'm so sorry. I bring it down, but for real. Yeah, no. Tanning beds are oh God. People bake in them, dude. They put oil on and bake inside of them. This is like a tube of death.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know these things.
I thought they taught like that's oh my gosh.
Like,
okay.
I am very, very, very white. I don't go outside a lot other than when I'm at work. So I don't tan well. I don't do a lot of tanning. So I don't know if beds are bad.
Even when it's cloudy, you got to put your face lube on. Wear sunscreen.
I like this. I like this.
Oh, getting stuck. Yeah, a lot of people have, for the same reason, they have a fear of like MRI machines because you're just like,
oh, because people are claustrophobic.
Right.
Yep.
And there's a difference between being claustrophobic in just a small space and being claustrophobic because you're surrounded by 100 people. And small space claustrophobia sucks.
The match was good. I'm gonna say. I'm disappointed that MJF didn't lose this match.
I was the only one who picked him. I was so happy.
I'm really interested to see what's going on with Kyle from now because they've been are they going to turn the rest of the kingdom completely babyface, or are they going to take Kyle out of his white meat babyface role and put him into somewhere in the middle now?
I was expecting the Vince Russo playbook to come out here and have Kyle O'Reilly push MJF out of the way and kick Adam in the head. That's what kick Roddy in the head there. That's what I was expecting, but it didn't happen. So after the match,
I don't mind that. I wouldn't have minded that shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. So the Undisputed Kingdom's all together. Well, they're one big happy family now. Okay,
except Bobby Fish.
Well,
that's his fault.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, it really is.
Don't
Sorry.
don't suck so much, and maybe you won't. And I mean, by what I mean is
Get good,
suck so much.
scrub. Is
No, no,
that your
not
training advice? Is
no, no,
get good, scrub?
no, no. I mean, don't suck as a person so much, and you won't get kicked. You won't. You'll be. They would have kept you. He's a good professional wrestler, but don't suck as a person.
What did I miss? What did I miss about him actually sucking as like a
No,
horrible
he
person?
said that at a TNA taping. He said, "Where's the lie?" And the crowd didn't react to him.
It happens.
He's like, it was at TNA taping the day after Bound for Glory 2022 because me and Ella and Jose were there, and we were all just like, "What is this dude even saying? Why is it important?"
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Don't worry, Mike, the ref, I got you.
So yeah, at the end of the match, MJF does kick Cole in the testiculars and hits a heat seeker out of the ropes, gets the win. And then post match, he goes to use the chair, and this is when Roddy runs out. Kyle O'Reilly comes out, and we get the whole thing. They hit the high low to MJF, and Kyle is friends with Adam Cole again. So
probably still around Revolution.
Friendship is magic. Glad I got Lauren on that one.
Fuck you, man. Trying to get that Milo Pony pop.
Hey, Tara Strong is one of my favorite voice actresses of all time.
She's a sweetie.
Not for My Little Pony, but for other things. But yeah.
Yes, Tara's amazing. She's so good.
So, International Championship: Konosuke Takeshita versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
This match was way too long.
This should have been a squash.
My problem was that this was a good feud. The Continental Classic happened, and we all forgot about it, which is why I didn't think this match would have been on the pay-per-view. I thought this should have been either on the Dynamite on Wednesday or the Collision on Saturday. I felt like it would have fit a little bit better, and, maybe the crowd would have been into it a little bit more. But, yeah, crowd died.
He's going to be in Japan next weekend, so that's probably why they put it ahead, because he's leaving for Japan in a couple days.
So they could put it after he comes back from Japan.
That too. You can put it after.
They can fuel it up on Twitter or something like that. They can do some social media shit on Instagram stories while they're separated. That gives them two more weeks of social bill.
In Japan? Hobbs could attack him in Japan, Oh, Anthony.
Yeah. That's good, but that would be good writing. That would be good writing in the mid card. And I'm not sure how everybody feels about good writing in the mid card because RJ City isn't writing it, basically.
You know what? It's pretty accurate, not gonna lie.
And this is I need to stop saying that. I have no right to be so flip with people who work so hard.
Be as bitter as you want. Be as bitter as you want. Like this was the second longest match or third longest match on this show at 16 and a half minutes.
Actually? Oh my
16 and a half minutes?
It was longer than Fletcher and Ospreay. It was longer than Fletcher and Ospreay, yeah. But still, that's what even makes it even more hurtful for me. It felt like a 30-minute match in 16 minutes, so that means it was even just that much more tedious. Yeah. And I love Takeshita. He is one of my favorite wrestlers this past year. Everything he does in a professional wrestling ring is almost perfection, except for this. And again, not like he did bad, but it just, and I felt like until the last 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes of this match, it never really got going.
Yeah, that's fair. No, that's 100% fair. And I think that Hobbs can put on such a good match. What happened? What happened with these two, powerhouses? They are evenly matched in height. They're sort of within the same weight class. They can both go at the same, amount. Obviously, Takeshita can go quite a bit more. But the concept is we should have gotten a banger out of this. This should have been Will showing everybody end of the year how much the extra time he had taken for himself had improved his game, and we did not get that.
No. Again,
We got bored.
I don't know if he legit tweaked his knee. I don't know. Something just never clicked in this match. It was never bad. Like nothing was ever bad in this match, actively bad. It just never clicked, and it just felt like it kept going and going. And I'm like, when is this going to end? And then it was shorter than I thought. It was shorter than I thought it was, but it still just kept going. In the end, Takeshita hits that hard elbow, power drive knee, gets a standing guillotine to weaken him, and picks him up into arguably one of the best finishers in professional wrestling, the Raging Fire, for the win.
The right person won.
Yeah.
I wish it had been a more compelling match.
I wish it would have been 10 minutes.
If we had one wish.
And then it would only feel like 20 minutes long.
Maybe we
Am
should.
I
We'll
on
go
the
back
show
to my,
with you? Oh my god.
We'll go back to my original idea of this match being scrapped from the pay-per-view.
Yeah, again, it
That's fair.
didn't need to be here. You could have
That's
let
fair.
other things breathe a little. Matches that should have been a little longer, breathe a little more. But well, yeah, we'll talk. Let's talk about a match that went way too long. AEW TBS Championship match: Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander in the longest match of the night at 24 minutes and 35 seconds.
Okay, we knew both women were Haas as fuck. So, like, that wasn't going to surprise anybody. But, oh, jeez.
So
See,
here's the thing. This was the longest women's match in AEW history, so hooray, whoopee-doo. However, the first match was a lot better. I felt like they clicked better the first time. I felt there were points in this match that they both were stalling for time and were just trying to hit whatever time they needed to hit to get to the longest women's match. And I felt like they were running the same thing over and over and over again. So that's why, like, I felt bad because Tony Schiavone's like, oh my God, this was better the second time around than the first. And I'm like, did you watch the first match? Because, like, the second match wasn't as good as the first. And I don't understand why. I need someone to explain this to me why Mercedes Moné cried at the end. I was so confused.
Oh, I once this match was over, I immediately turned away to do other things. So I kind of just I missed anything that happened after the match.
I'd wager it was because they had just beaten the shit out of each other. I mean, sometimes you get emotional after.
That's what I thought, but I was like, man, this girl like crying. What'd she do?
She may have taken out her elbow. She may have, she may have been in some real ass pain. We won't know until next week.
And she went longer. She went 2 minutes longer a couple weeks ago with Hazuki. So
yeah, it's not the speed that
No.
I don't think it was the speed of the match. I think it was the some of the shit they did to each other was just heinous. And like, very glad to see a match like that and bloodless.
Yeah. Again, I thought it was a good match again, but again, you could have trimmed out at least, I'd say, 5 to 8 minutes off this match, and I think it would have felt so much closer to that first match if you had trimmed out that time, if you weren't going after longest match. I really feel like that. And again, I think they failed with having Mercedes retain, in my personal opinion.
She had to walk into Tokyo Dome with the TBS title, though.
Yeah, it's the one sad part. As like, I was kind of hoping she'd lose here just to maybe be like, ooh, maybe Mina will win for sure. But she's on a losing streak. But I don't know. I really felt like it was building for Chris to win this year because the crowd was behind Chris by the end, like really behind her at the end of this. But it just, yeah. I don't know. hope she loses the strong title next weekend.
Yes. Time to put that on somebody else.
Right here.
I think it would go well with Mina, especially since she's going to be doing a lot of work here, and that belt needs to be like seen on TV every 2 weeks at least.
And everybody loves Mina.
Oh
and look,
God, Mina is so cute.
And there is somebody missing from the Battle in the Valley poster. Her name is Mercedes Monet. She's not on that poster. Amina is. So.
Oh well, one sells.
That's called an
and one
Easter
sells.
egg.
I hope that's Easter. I'm hoping it's the Easter egg, meaning we get a Mina defense on the 11th. I really do, but
it would be great. That would be. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. So, and then Monet retains in the end. Yeah. Again, you got the seatbelt style pin, which is very kind of. If you're a person who's watching Japanese wrestling, you realize, oh, Mina wins with the seatbelt pin a lot. So you kind of go, maybe there's a little bit of a story building there for those who like watching Japanese wrestling. But yeah.
She's tape studying.
There you go.
Smart lass.
And we move on to the second best match on this show, the Continental Classic Finals, Will Ospreay versus Kazuchika Okada.
I was so shocked Okada won.
Yeah.
I put it on Will. Because Will, when Will is booked in the corner, when he is booked absolutely at his weakest, he comes back. That's the Will story. That's how he, does his work. And that's something that the audience is used to. And so seeing him lose to shitheel Okada is kind of cool and kind of fucked up, but definitely unexpected, I thought.
It's also really weird too, because if Ospreay won, it's like, okay, there's multiple different ways you could go, because now he's a champion. Now he could actually defend the Continental Championship. But where do you go from here with him? Like, what does he do?
Will or Okada?
Will.
He keeps going through the roster.
Again,
that's what I thought. I thought Will was going to take some time off.
That's not a bad thing.
Because the guy, again, his home base is over in England. So I could see him maybe say, I need a month off. I'll come back post a month or two off. I'll come back post Revolution. But the other thing is, I feel like they want him for Grand Slam. Like, I feel like he's a draw. He's one of the draws for the company in my opinion. But again, I am very biased.
They need tickets to sell for that show because it's not selling very well.
Yeah, they've already downgraded the stadium from a stadium to an arena. So yeah, and maybe he says I need January off, and he takes January off, comes back in February to set up whatever he'll have about 2 weeks to set up his Grand Slam match, and comes back then. But like, do we see I want to see a rematch. Him and Okada one more time down under.
I thought they were going to go him and Kyle. See, what I thought was going to happen was Kyle was going to win here, and then it would lead to Kyle and Will in Australia. That's what I thought.
Oh, Kyle, dude, man, you just booked like two months of professional wrestling better than Tony Khan has ever booked almost 6 years of professional wrestling.
God damn
it, Anthony again. Hi, you know who I am.
Hire her, mainly because we know her, and if you hire her, we can get free tickets to things.
Or maybe just hire her because she's extremely knowledgeable and like respectful of people.
That too, but it's a benefit to the rest of us.
Mike is right. When rookie Toni Storm gets her big first pay-per-view, not 0 hour, even though this isn't a pay-per-view, technically a TV special. What if rookie Toni Storm versus Mariah May is the first ever women's main event of Britt main evented the first Grand Slam, but something to that caliber.
The first women's main event in AEW in Australia.
There you go. People forget Britt main evented the first Grand Slam because people just think of Kenny and Brian, but the main event of that show was Britt versus Ruby for the AEW Women's title.
Yeah, because Kenny and Brian opened it, didn't it?
Yes, they did. Because they had to go to the 30-minute time limit draw. or whatever
Right?
it was. I think it was 30.
Yeah, 20 or 30. I can't remember what, but it was. I still remember watching the match and going, "Oh my god, this is amazing."
And I was like,
But
that's
yeah,
my friend in the main
again,
event.
I really
Culprit.
I had a great time watching this match. Like Okada and Ospreay again. They never. I've watched almost every single one of their singles matches they've had. I think I've watched them all, and they have never disappointed in a singles match they've had, and they did it again here. And Okada again, I was disappointed that Ospreay didn't win this, but I guess it's the only thing that's keeping Okada relevant in professional wrestling, that he's a champion. I guess as of right now, anyways. I love me some Okada.
I mean, his friends have to come back to TV.
No, they're busy hanging out in Japan.
I know, but the Bucks match almost like didn't happen, and then it got rechanged.
And now the other guy, one of the guys they're facing, has been pulled off a couple cards because he got hurt in his KOPW championship defense.
You know, it looks like the Bucks are bad luck. Maybe they should come back to
No.
The bad luck Bucks. Yes, they're bad luck Bucks.
Damn.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
We also saw Kenny Omega return at the end of this match too.
Yes, yeah. After the meeting, Daniels comes out, says, "I'm no longer an EVP. You were never an EVP. You were a representative of an EVP." And Kenny Omega makes his way out, and he presents Okada with the belts, and that makes a presentation, and then he leaves.
Because he doesn't want to take a chance before he's big in JPW shit. Come on.
Come on. Again, this is another match I could see going at Grand Slam, because they're teasing. What you can hold Kenny, you can have Kenny appear for the next few.
Something in this show, you're like, this needs to be shorter. This could have been on another thing. They need to have a show tonight.
No. I'm saying this. No. I'm saying
you're like,
Kenny
no.
The
Let's
match.
have a completely other show. I'd rather they had another show entirely.
No. The future match. The future match.
I booked this, and it would have been half.
No, he's saying that when Okada and Kenny finally wrestle, it should be at Grand Slam Australia. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, no, I wanted the finals to be tonight. I want Kenny versus Okada. That could be another possible match we could get at Grand Slam. Because you can.
I think it's
that
going to
would
happen.
Be a great seller. That would be a great seller. When NJPW last did shows in Japan, not in Japan, in Australia, who were the headliners? I'll look it up.
Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi.
Thank you.
Because they were, I think, the last guys sent over from New Japan, and that was in the summer when they were sent over for Tamashi. That was the summer. Okay. And there is their Tamashi brand down there because they have Fale running it. But yeah, the last guys to come in, I think, were Goto and Yoshihashi. So,
okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is
against Gabe Kidd.
Oh God, no!
No, he needs to leave the Don Callis vortex. No,
yes,
Don Callis might be the best man in professional wrestling history.
No, get him back in the Golden Jets.
Don't do that either.
All right, let's get to the main event. Let's talk about this thing that happened. AEW World Title 4-way match. John Mox. I have Claudio written in my notes. That's it. John Moxley versus Jay White versus Orange Cassidy versus the cowboy guy Hangman Page.
This was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. Given all the long matches we had, I was like, oh, wait, this is it? Like, damn. Poor John Moxley, who got that cut on the back of his head. I am sure that was not planned.
He was so close to just not bleeding for weeks.
I know. But this one, I don't think was his fault. I think he hit something.
No. You don't play back here.
Yeah.
That was incidental. That was an incidental cut to the back of his head.
So proud. He was
Moxley.
So proud.
I don't think Moxley is stupid enough to cut to to gig the back of his head. I don't think he's that.
No.
It's him, though. I wouldn't hold it past him.
He is self-destructive, but he's not inherently stupid one. Like there are some inherently stupid wrestlers, like straight up brain is made of a hunk of spam. Okay.
Darby Allin?
Brain will be a hunk of spam if it isn't yet. Is he
Again,
still are they still considering sending, like, is he still considering like climbing?
Yep, in April.
scheduled to go in April, so
Well, scheduled to go in April, I guess. Fuck. You only got 2 ways to come down from that mountain.
he's gonna do a coffin drop on top of the mountain. Come on.
They didn't even let him do a coffin drop in the Hammerstein. What would you think? Why would you think?
Because this is a little different.
He's gonna coffin drop off top of the mountain all the way down. Come on.
That's why he was riding off TV to train to climb Mount Everest.
You
Oh,
don't.
Yeah, you have to train for a
no.
while. You have to train for a while. That's the reason we had, like, that's the thing, is like, you have to wonder if you're Tony Khan and Darby Allin sells tickets. If you're Tony Khan, do you let this man do this to himself, or do you have Jay White break his foot last year?
Oh, I think he get Jay White break his foot.
Yes.
He was
And
smart man.
I think we're gonna get something similar. I mean, the man's not a billionaire for nothing.
I think he's gonna have Jack Perry hit him with a bus for real this time.
I'm fine with that.
Tony
Not because I
Khan sending
did
out
like
hits
him,
now?
but because I want to see people get. I'm kidding. Again, I'm so sorry. But yeah, shoot. At this point, it'd be one more thing he's done. What must his bucket list look like?
What hasn't he done?
I'm pretty sure his bucket list is
Jumped in
like,
the
pretty sure-
hammer sting.
I'm pretty sure he cuts his bucket list into his skin, like just to fill it out.
Oh,
'Cause, like, he
Well,
just-
okay, so you know how Claudio, when he wrestles, right? He has those lists on his ring jacket.
yeah,
Like,
those are from Warhammer. Those are from Warhammer 40K.
oh, I was gonna say, like, maybe that's
No.
what Darby should do. He should
They're from
have his.
I don't think Darby plays miniature tabletop role playing games. That's just me.
You know what? Nothing surprises me anymore.
That's true. He could be running a D&D game.
I would laugh. I'd be like, Darby, you do it all.
No.
I can just see
I wanna-
him set up with like a monster and his
I would
and
like to
his
see
DM screen being like, you walk into the next room of the dungeon, roll initiative.
I just want to know if Darby plays D&D and he's not a DM. I want to know what his class is and what his where is he what his is he good? Is he evil?
Bard. I mean, he'd be a chaotic neutral bard, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking rogue.
Because
a
he
chaotic neutral rogue.
uses his body as his instrument. And so, like, the pain that he causes himself is his instrument. And so that's his specialization as a bard.
Okay. I've never
We see a
thought
half
about that.
elf, part drow, of course. If not a bard, maybe an artificer, but you know, I'm not even sure, because he'd rather hit something with a hammer than build anything up. I don't know, man, but definitely chaotic neutral.
Oh,
definitely 100% chaotic neutral.
No, he screws shit up. So we got this 4-way. And Mike had a point in here earlier. He said the match was flat, considering what it could have been, and he's right. It was flat. There's some good spots to it, but again, this entire pay-per-view, it never hit that high gear. There's a lot of matches that didn't get to that high gear, in my opinion, on this pay-per-view. It was a good pay-per-view, but it could have been excellent. I've seen way better pay-per-views from AEW this year.
So my question is, might this like tone be due to morale? Because they just ended a show. Like, they ended a show this week. And that's got to be hitting everybody hard. That's going to be a very different amount of people who get screen time. And so I'm wondering if that's not, something that we're seeing in this week's performances.
Tony talked about that on the media call, well, Friday,
he?
since it's now Sunday. Yeah, because somebody had asked him, you're going from 5 hours of TV to 4 hours of TV, like, what is that gonna look like? Or, like, what, like, the question was, like, "Why'd you get rid of Rampage?" And he goes, Warner Brothers Discovery told us to focus on 4 hours of TV, just focus on those 4 hours. So basically, you're implying that Warner Brothers told you to just cancel it because it wasn't getting views. That's really great to say. And the follow-up question was, well, now that you're only doing 4 hours, does that mean you're going to do talent cuts? And you could tell he did not want to answer that question because he was stuttering. He couldn't even he was like, I don't really know. There's going to be a rotation of people who we're going to see. I was like, oh, you're just I would have just said no comment at this time. I don't even know what that looks like. I have a lot of things going on.
He's got a list.
Yeah, and he's got to be in
January
legal, 1st. Like he's got to be in legal negotiations with, 10 or 15 people right now because of this change. So there's only so much he can say. And why? Why would he want to? You're so right, Kimmy. He should have been like Fifth Amendment, no comment.
Yeah, I feel there's a list coming out on January 1st of people that have been future endeavored by AEW.
Don't say that. I was at Raw the first time they did it, and I was
I don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen. I'm just saying I have a feeling with your cutting an hour of TV, yes, there's more money coming into the company starting on January 1st. But if you're smart, you cut fat. And where is the easiest place to cut fat? Sadly, it's the roster. Sadly. I don't like it. I don't want to see people lose their jobs because it's been the place for a lot of people to go, especially in those early days. The people that could it's a feeling. It's a feeling. We're going to see something on January 1st about people being cut from the company.
I thought you were going to say Ring of Honor, so I was very happy you didn't say Ring of Honor.
Oh, no. Keep everybody that's in Ring of Honor outside of maybe like 3 or 4 people, and none of them are high up in the Ring of Honor, need to stay with the company. It's just
I want to know who you're talking about that's high up on Ring of Honor that you think should leave.
No. The people I want to leave are very low. None of the higher up people, all the low people. Oh, and Athena, she can go too. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so
company.
Let's talk about how quickly I can leave your org.
I'm joking. I love Athena. Don't she's my pick to win that 4-way.
She's my pick to win that 4-way too.
Mel picked against me. So
who'd she pick?
I think she picked Momo Watanabe.
Oh. No, I think Athena's going to win, then she's going to challenge Mercedes Moné.
No, she's going to
challenge. For the CBS title.
That'd be so good.
Mina Shirakawa for the title.
Oh, she looked good in that belt.
She's going to challenge Mina for the New Japan Strong title a week later in California, because that would be a great match.
Does she win?
No. But it'd be a great match. Because Mina's just going to have just won the title. Okay, we'll hold off on the Mina match until later into the year, and then Athena can win the title later in the year, and she can represent for Stardom or for New Japan there.
Does that mean she's going to give out minion numbers in Japan?
But as much as I love it, Thekla, she's above being a minion, though. That's the thing. She can't call Thekla a minion.
Well, then she's going to be the number 1 minute. She will be Ichi. That'll be it.
She can be Minion Infinity because she's just that great.
Oh, Minion Infinity. I have a minion number. I'm minion number 204.
Ooh, fancy.
I have actually a normal number because I know her personally. I have a normal, not like a 20-digit number like everyone else has. Everyone's like, how do you get 204? And I'm like, because I know her. But my friend is number 17, and I'm very upset that she has a double-digit number and I have a triple-digit number. I want to know what happened there.
Who's number 17?
One of my friends that used to work for her agency.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And I was like, what about me? I worked her first meet and greet post WWE. We have history.
We have somewhere in the 240s history.
So yeah, let's get to the end of this. Moxley, along with all his Death Riders, win keep the title within the Death Riders. It's kind of the same thing that's ending every single Moxley match, and it's starting to get old.
But we got to huff that copium today.
Yes. So
We
post
got
match,
to huff it so hard. I do not care about FTR being there. Literally, good job, guys. You know, do your thing, whatever.
Copeland.
Cope coming back. Let's go.
I didn't expect it. I thought
One
they
of
were
the
going to do it
greatest
Wednesday.
Canadians. One of the greatest Canadians of all time is Adam Copeland.
I'll agree. I don't know too many Canadians except for a couple of my bosses, and Adam's probably done more charity work than they have.
Oh, 100%. The dude's been cleaning up South Carolina, man.
North Carolina. We're okay.
I thought it was North South Carolina. Okay, he's been cleaning up North Carolina.
We got hit a little bit just at like the very crest. But really it was further up in North Carolina and some of the more rural areas around Raleigh, Durham, and Asheville.
I know him and FTR both have been. All of them had been really
bald and hair. Yeah, they've both been down there a lot.
And then I imagine the Hardys were there hanging out with him too, cleaning shit up. I'm sure
if they're capable, I'm sure they are. Everybody down here who could go or could donate or could raise awareness, we all did it. We all had to. I mean, that's the thing about living in the South is that you put into your community, you get from your community. And, you know, as mean or as, you know, weird as some of us can be, we do build a community. It's not a great one, but it is one. And so, yeah, the Hardys would have most certainly been there or donated. I think Tony donated. I think everybody donated.
Yeah, I think Tony did donate.
He donates all the time, though. I wonder. I don't know, man. He's so good at donating to these things and not just little tiny numbers. So,
because when you have an infinite bank account,
14 what is his dad's net worth? $14 billion, something like that.
Something like that.
And his own is also on the billions. Like I think it's what 2, 3, something like that.
But
it's going to get bigger.
That's really just his dad's money, just allocated to him.
Now here's okay. Now that's not necessarily true, but you do have to look at the size of the seed money Shad Khan gave him to work with the Panthers in his stead.
Who are you mean the Jaguars?
Jaguars,
yeah,
thank you. They're big cats, you know. The Panthers are the North Carolina.
Hey, you picked a shitty team with a cat. You picked a shitty team with a cat logo. You're gonna hit one of them. They're both shitty teams with a cat logo.
You're not wrong. And you put Fulham FC in there too, and it's like there are some things you're real good at, buddy. There are some things you need to like. You need to outsource some of this.
So yeah, Adam Copeland makes his return. He spears Moxley, and then he finally hits the trifecta because Astrid posted this in the Discord. He got a piece of the chair and he choked. He had Moxley in the crossface with the pipe, and Astrid shared it in the Discord. He has done it also to Roman Reigns, and he has done it to Seth Rollins. So he finally got his.
We believe
we are shield trash for life. Oh my god! Have you noticed? All people have been doing to Mox lately is fucking spears. Like it's just over and over, and they're mean. It's like
someone's gonna do a curb stomp next.
I would love to see somebody curb stomp Mox just for the visual of it.
Just for the yeah. Wasn't there a triple power bomb? Wasn't there a triple power bomb this time?
There was. There's a shield bomb. That's where Mox fixing a shield bomb through the table, and I'm pretty sure that's probably where he cut his head open.
That's a love letter.
Mm-hmm. And then we get the challenge from Rated FTR to the Death Riders for this Wednesday, 3-on-3 match
with FTR and Adam Copeland against Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and John Moxley with Marina Shafir down by the ring.
I feel bad for Claudio I feel bad for Claudio though, because he's gonna have to wrestle on Wednesday and get on a flight to Japan the next day because he's got to be in Japan for Sunday to face Shota Umino. It's gonna be a long few days, man.
To face Shota? Oh no! Are they about to start building this up for real again? Like for real?
Well, Moxley's sending his emissary to face
his young boy
at Wrestle Dynasty, yeah, because he does not like the path that Umino has chosen.
Oh, it's gonna be a good year. This could be a good year to wrestling. Oh,
True. Yeah,
They could have put Pac in this instead of Moxley.
That's or Pac instead of Claudio, just to give Claudio a night off, like because you kind of have Mox in this match, being that it's Copeland's coming after Mox, but maybe that's your grand slam.
Does anyone remember that there's trio? They're the trios champs.
I remember.
Yeah. Pac is a trio champ, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot, dude.
Why was he not here? Is there a visa thing, or
God, we were doing so well.
Or does he have like one like pair of trunks and he just washes them consistently, and this was like trunk day?
Listen, if it's a visa issue, he's been doing so well. Like, what the hell, bro?
And I'm sorry,
visas are about to get HB1 visas, which are talent-based overseas visas, are about to get real interesting here.
Oh no.
The coming there
are
a lot of things down here that are in the pipe, possibly for him to have to handle. But I mean, we're still dealing with lawyers that have Tony Khan money, so there shouldn't be any of these problems happening, which means this is definitely something that has been, been government based. And God knows, does anybody know what that stuff, what the talent based visa process is like in England? Because mine was a school visa. And so mine took mine took 7 to 10 weeks to do.
I know.
What was your, okay.
So I have a wrestler friend that went to Japan. His was he said it wasn't hard because, again, as a Canadian citizen, this is coming from a Canadian side, our passports are essentially our visas because we're within the Commonwealth, so we don't have the same visa issues that a person from the United States would have. Right. So again, we can go over and work. You still have to apply, but it's a lot faster process to get over there and do things. Anywhere within the Commonwealth is a lot easier for as a Canadian to do. To get in the United States, it's a giant pain in the ass.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, but you have to switch it and put it into very capitalistic societies with very strong governments. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna, like visa issues with, like high tax, big difference between the lower class, the upper class, strong government, that kind of stuff. When you put two of those in a room, it can be a hot mess, and things have been weird between America and Japan lately.
Try to get
crime issues having to do with the naval base. Now, I don't know what those protests may have meant to Japanese people working in America on American money on an HB1 visa. Sorry.
I'm not
sorry.
Sure.
Trust me, this is not a derailing. This is trying to explain some of the strange shit.
This is Kimmy's normal. Come on. Honor Ramble goes off on.
Don't you know? We don't even talk about Ring of Honor. We did not talk about Ring of Honor Thursday at all.
Maybe 10 minutes worth of the Ring of Honor. I think there's only like 10 minutes total.
Sometimes the theme has to go out the window to make entertainment.
I tried because I wanted to talk about the debuting Tony Storm. I wanted to talk a little bit Final Battle, and it didn't go.
Nyla Rose. Talk about it now. I'll sit back, chill out.
I didn't watch
Act
it.
like the fucker that I am, and so let
Listen,
me know what you thought about this. Say it here, because I like Toni Storm, and I'm excited to see, you know, her do more rookie shit. So I want to know about this one. Tell me about that. Jobby. Like, no, I'm not fucking kidding, Andre. I don't get to talk to Kimmy like fucking all.
I laugh because we said rookie shit. I just love it. It gives
I
me such a great
want-
reaction.
I want her to wrestle Athena.
I want to see her wrestle Athena too.
I don't know how we get there.
Did they ever wrestle in the dub? They had to have.
Let's see. Probably
they were in NXT at the same time, weren't they?
Ember Moon versus Toni Storm. Ember Moon, Jesus. They tagged together in NXT, Ember Moon and Toni Storm versus Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez.
Oh, see, that would be a sick match. They should like merge all the companies and run it back. No, but that would be a fun one to see done, you know, in 5 years when everybody's contracts are different.
In 2020, Toni Storm tried to attack Ember Moon after Moon lost to Raquel Gonzalez, but Rhea Ripley intervened. This led to a showdown between Storm and Ripley. Storm later left the WWE. So was that the last? No, the last time Toni was featured on WWE was when she got pied by Charlotte. Did they wrestle? Oh, Toni attacked Ember. But I'm not seeing anything for a one-on-one. Let's go to cage match. There's no way that these two have not wrestled ever. That would be astonishing to me.
Then you got to see the first ever, so tell me about it. Once the answer has made itself apparent.
What do you mean no items were found? There's no way. That's wild. No, that can't be right. Do I have to search up Athena? Is that why it's not coming up?
I'm looking.
You don't see it either.
No,
I don't think there's a singles match between Toni Storm. There's a 4-way.
Yo, what do I gotta do? Anthony Khan.
Grand Slam 2022. There was a 4-way match between Toni Storm, Athena, Dr. Britt Baker, and Serena Deeb. Yeah, that's the only.
Yeah, we both found it the same.
That's the only thing I can find.
The same page.
That's it for Toni Storm and Athena, other than like tag match. There's a tag match in there that they were in, but that's about. There's no singles match between these two.
Well, there is now. So what happened? Like, I don't even know who won. Bring it.
They haven't wrestled yet.
They didn't wrestle. She wrestled. Toni Storm wrestled a jobber.
Layla Gray's not a jobber.
She didn't wrestle Layla Gray. Toni Storm wrestled an enhancement talent on Ring of Honor.
We're talking about Ring of Honor.
Layla Gray, like real recently, like at this, she wrestled it on 0 Hour this week.
Yes.
Okay, I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah, Layla Gray. We talked about that at the start of this.
Like Layla Gray's not a job. Oh, right. Ring of Honor and 0 Hour.
I could never say that about my friend Layla Gray. Yo, I have to go on Twitter to say that I've discovered that these two have never wrestled ever.
Well, they have wrestled. They just never wrestled a singles match.
One-on-one.
Yeah. We need that.
These
we need
two
that.
Women have never one-on-one.
Mike says it maybe
Unless
in Shimmer or something.
Show.
Which is hard. That shit's hard to find.
What was Athena's name in Shimmer? Was it still Athena?
Yeah, she was Athena. She was Athena. Then I remember. Then she went back to Athena.
Athena, Toni Storm, Shimmer? Question mark. Why did AI tell me that they're not related? No shit, Sherlock.
I love how shitty AI is. Keep being dumb, AI. Just keep letting us do our jobs.
I don't see anything. That's freaking wild.
That's insane.
Damn.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Tony Khan has a new match to book.
In ROH. At an ROH pay-per-view.
If they do it in ROH, I might watch that ROH. God damn
I
it.
think that should be the Super Card of Honor match.
Ooh, fancy.
Give it a
Okay.
pay-per-view.
I do need something to fill that
That's not until like April.
that dark
It is, yes.
elevation rampage hole in my heart that just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
ROH every Thursday now. Warren, every Thursday you can watch ROH now on Honor Club.
Maybe.
I can send you my login. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to end this show. We've had a great time. I'm so happy I got to do one more show with Kimmy. It's great.
Kimmy, this was such a pleasure. You are a delight.
Thank
You are
I'm-
a delight.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all of you. I just show up, cause chaos, and leave. I had so much fun with y'all.
Show up and cause chaos tier anytime you want. You were happy to have you.
I try.
Whenever you want to come by, please, by all means, come by my stream. Fuck that shit. Let's play Mario Kart on my stream. I don't even care.
Mario Kart. I think I'd lose very poorly.
So would I. We'll get a whole bunch of us in.
I'll play. I love Mario Kart. I'm not good at it, but I love it.
Are we going to have a charity Mario stream? Are we going to have to do a charity kart stream?
It'd be fun.
Time to bring it up in the chat. Guys, look out for some amazing themed content in 2025 as
we're
tries a whole bunch of different things. Fuck you and your blue shells.
He's always in last place. That's why.
When I see the blue, when I see the blue shell come, I just sort of step off the gas and wait. Okay, there goes Baby Peach. Boom, go around. We're good.
Yeah.
It's always Baby Peach, motherfucker.
Anybody that plays the baby characters or who selects Baby Park has me as I go. I don't know if you're right on the inside.
No, we're a we're a messy bunch. Bunch of us were in Catholic school. That's not a good joke, but I was also in Catholic school and played Baby Rosalina. I'm so sorry.
Who the fuck? Dude, I have never played the Galaxy games. So my only experience with Rosalina is for Mario Party.
You haven't seen Tall Space Mommy?
I know who she is. I've played her. I've seen her in Mario Kart and Mario Party. I've just never played, even though I own 3D All Stars, and I've never played, and I still haven't played Galaxy because I was working my way, trying to complete 64 and Mario Sunshine, and Mario Sunshine is a bitch.
Skip the end of Sunshine, watch it on YouTube, and go ahead and enjoy Galaxy. Like, don't put off fun shit because of like other, not fun shit that stands in your way when it's in your hobby. Just like put that one on the shelf, come deal with it when you're fresh again, and come, enjoy Mario Space and Mario Space 2. And
Mario Space.
Mario Space and Mario Space 2.
It's a great game. It's
a great game.
It's frustrating as hell.
Like if you're trying to get all the coins, it's
no. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here. I'm gonna find the stuff that I need to find in here because I'm bad at my job.
Mine's not
You're
updated,
trying.
so I can do mine whenever it's not updated.
I'm just looking to see if I can find anybody's stuff in here. Lauren, where can we find you?
Cool. I'm no longer on Twitter because fuck that. So you can find me all day, every day on Blue Sky at laurengoodnight.social.bsky. And you can find me on Instagram at I am Lauren Goodnight, one word. And I'm now streaming on Twitch every day or every other day if I'm in Virginia. And we're doing a Baldur's Gate 3 run and showing a whole bunch of new old shows from the 1980s and having a great time with all my friends who would love to be all of y'all friends too.
Kimmy, where can they find you?
I'm still on Twitter for work purposes, so you can find me over there at Kimmy_Sokol. You can find me on Instagram at Kimmy.Sokol, and you can find me on Blue Sky at KimmySokol.Bluesky, whatever the hell it is. Me and College are trying to figure it out.
Kimmy Sokol is it would be kimmysokol.bsky.social.
Yeah, that thing.
Or
You
just
can
search the name in
search my
Blue Sky.
name.
Just search the name in Blue Sky. You'll find it.
It'll come up. You could see me here on Monday because we're doing a year-end award type show. I'm not prepared at all, so we're just gonna wing it.
Nor is Mel. Trust me, Mel is not prepared either.
And some of us weren't asked to be on this year.
So I wasn't either.
You know what? I think you need to take that up with somebody else. Not me. I didn't do it.
I already gave that shit. Don't worry.
Give him shit about me too, please.
But he picked Mel over me, which is obviously.
Well, I mean, I picked Mel over you. I'm so sorry.
I agree.
Wow.
She's the better. She is the far better choice of the two of us. So
she's my style twin.
But yeah, you can see me here on Monday, and I don't know where else you'll see me for the next 3 days before I retire from media, but I'll be somewhere. I'll be anywhere, and thanks for having me.
Always happy. And you can find me on the X, but I don't really post there. I don't post much anymore there. And Blue Sky, I really haven't started posting much, but I posted a couple things at That Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at That Canada Dude. You can find me on Facebook at Andre Melville Wrestling Talk, and you can find me on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Andre Melville Wrestling Talk, where we will be having in the next couple of days a Stardom review come out because I'm an hour away from watching Stardom. So I'm going to try to stay up all night, do that show, stay up even farther into the morning, do the point of view, stay up even farther, do Marvel Talk, sleep for like 2-3 hours, then get up and do the A+ Wrestling Best and Worst of show. It's going to be a very long day for me. if I can make it.
How the hell?
If I can make it.
What time is your next appointment?
11 Eastern. That's the next official thing I have to do is point of view tomorrow morning. So.
Oh my God. STG, I swear to God, I'm going to reach through the screen and snatch you ball-headed.
Ooh.
And you know I'll do it.
Yeah.
Be nice. There are EVPs.
Oh, Jesus, I love this show so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have a wonderful rest of your day and evening or next couple days. Enjoy all the wrestling that's coming over the next couple weeks. Thank you all for joining me. Have a great night.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a